Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is March 10th, 2024, and it's reported that Barcelona are confident of being able to keep Joao Cancelo past his loan at the end of the season. Also, Georgiy Sudakov is currently being linked with a move to Barcelona. And finally, Robert Lewandowski has said some pretty cool statements about his teammate, Pau Cubarsi. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kickback. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us, where they're currently having special offers for new signups if you use my link. Both links for kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now, I begin with the news that Barcelona are reportedly confident that they will be able to retain Joao Cancelo. Now, as you already know by now, Joao Cancelo is currently on a one-season loan with Barcelona with no option or obligation to buy. And Barcelona have reportedly made the decision that they want to keep Joao Cancelo past his loan and sign him on a permanent basis. However, this desire to keep Joao Cancelo was complicated by the fact that English media recently reported that Manchester City have taken the final decision that they don't want to extend the loan of Joao Cancelo, they don't want to loan him anywhere else, and that the only thing that Manchester City want is to permanently offload Cancelo in the summer with the hopes to make around 40 million euros. This, of course, complicates things for Barcelona because Barcelona are not in a position to pay 40 million euros for Joao Cancelo. Also, Barcelona were hoping to extend Cancelo's loan by one more season, giving the club time to collect more money for Cancelo or save more money to pay for Cancelo, and also to clear space on their wage bill for Joao Cancelo. So Manchester City's decision to permanently offload Cancelo definitely complicates things for Barcelona. However, despite that, it's reported that Barcelona are very confident that they will be able to retain Cancelo past the end of his loan. Now, it's reported that Joan Laporta did meet with Jorge Mendes a few days ago, where the two had dinner together to discuss Jorge Mendes' clients at the club. That's when Jorge Mendes notified Joan Laporta that PSG are interested to sign Lamine Yamal. And also during this meeting, the two discussed the two Joaos, Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo, who are both represented by Jorge Mendes. And during this meeting, Jorge Mendes promised Barcelona that he will do everything in his power to bring Joao Cancelo to the club. And it's reported that Barcelona are confident that they could accomplish this because they do want to take advantage of the fact that Manchester City are desperate to offload Joao Cancelo. So Barcelona could play on this or capitalize on this, because otherwise, if Manchester City insists on those 40 million euros and Barcelona say, I can't pay that, then Manchester City would be stuck with a player that they don't want at their club and with a player who doesn't want to be at their club either. Now, it's reported that Jorge Mendes will be meeting with Manchester City in the next upcoming weeks, where Mendes again will work very hard to try to bring Cancelo to Barcelona on a permanent basis. And again, it's reported that Barcelona are confident that this could happen. As far as Joao Felix, is looking less and less likely that the Portuguese player could stay at Barcelona. Of course, Barcelona were hoping to extend his loan by one more season, but it seems that Atletico Madrid are not looking for another season loan. They're only looking to offload him permanently, and they're looking to make 80 million euros, which Barcelona are not in a position to pay. And even if they were, Joao Felix is not really worth 80 million euros, so it's looking less and less likely that Joao Felix can continue with Barcelona. But it's looking more likely that Joao Cancelo could continue. But of course, I always love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think Barcelona should do? Should they sign both Joaos? Should they only sign Cancelo? Should they sign none of them? Let me know down below. And speaking of signing players, Barcelona are being linked with Georgiy Sudakov. Now, in case you don't know who Sudakov is, he's a 21-year-old Ukrainian attacking midfielder who currently is playing with Shakhtar Donetsk. He's been having a pretty good season. In fact, he scored a pretty impressive goal against Barcelona in the group stages of the Champions League, giving Barcelona defenders a lot of hard time. And it's reported that Sudakov is looking for a new adventure and is looking to leave Shakhtar Donetsk at the end of the season. Now, the Ukrainian club is looking at this as an opportunity to make good money, where it's reported that Shakhtar Donetsk are hoping to make around 50 million euros off the sale of their star midfielder. And today, during a press conference, Sudakov was asked about different clubs that he has been linked with. Of course, he has been linked with all the major European clubs. And when he was asked about FC Barcelona, he sat back, he smiled or grinned with a big smile on his face, and then got up, walked away without answering the questions, which of course has opened the door to the rumor mill that Barcelona could be linked with a possible move of Sudakov from Shakhtar Donetsk to the Blaugrana club. Now, I'm here to tell you that Barcelona does have very positive reports about Sudakov, but given the price of 50 million euros, Barcelona are not looking to make any moves for his signing, especially because many of the major European clubs are after the Ukrainian midfielder. Barcelona are not only not looking to pay 50 million euros for him, but they're not looking to enter any bidding wars with all the big clubs, who of course are in much better financial situation than Barcelona. And we will end today's video with the statements that Robert Lewandowski made in regards to his teammate Pau Cubarsi. Now, Lewandowski just gave a recent interview where he discussed a myriad of topics, and one of them was his young teammates on the team. And in regards to Pau Cubarsi, Lewandowski started by saying, "I have changed in the last 4 or 5 years. Honestly, life has taught me a lot. I changed clubs and I can make conclusions. Recently, I have a different point of view on certain things, issues you can't understand from reading books." Now, in regards to Cubarsi, Lewandowski said, "It's been a long time since I've seen center back pass the ball in triangles so calmly like Cubarsi, especially at his age. And he's a great guy too." So Robert Lewandowski saying that he hasn't seen quite talent in a center back like Pau Cubarsi, especially since he is 17 years old. And this is a point I stress a lot about when I talk about Lamine Yamal, where I say, players don't hit their prime until they're 25 or 26 years old. So the fact that Cubarsi is doing the things that he's doing right now at the age of 17, you can only imagine how much better he will be in 8 or 9 years as he continues to grow and develop. And Lewandowski seems to agree. And the fact that Lewandowski is saying that he hasn't seen quite talent like that are also words not to be taken lightly, because Lewandowski has played with some really great center backs, both at Dortmund and at Bayern Munich. So the fact that he's impressed by Cubarsi, it means you should also be impressed, because Cubarsi is an incredibly talented defender. I think he's currently the best defender in Barcelona, because we all know that he's very great defensively, with his timely tackles, with his ball recovery, with his constant interception of the passes. So we already know that he's great defensively, but what makes him the best center back on the team is his ball distribution, his passing, his vision of the field. And that, in my opinion, makes Cubarsi the best center back in Barcelona. And again, he's only 17 years old, so that only means he's going to continue to improve him and improve more and more. And I think that Cubarsi is destined to become one of the best center backs, if not the best center back in the entire world. Now, Lewandowski also had an advice or a warning to Cubarsi and the other youngsters on the team when he said, "The youngsters should be ready to react if things get worse. It's a new generation. Now you have Instagram. With all the social media, it's difficult. They can't escape it. That's their challenge, to take 10 or 12 years of the very top flight football mentally." So Lewandowski kind of sending a warning to the youngsters, because today with social media, I think it becomes more difficult for players to stay focused with so much hate and toxicity on social media. So he's kind of telling the youngsters, to make sure to stay mentally strong, to try to ignore all that noise in social media, which is something that Ferran Torres has actually done. And we've seen an improvement in his form, where Ferran Torres really struggled mentally last season. As a result, he had to get some help from psychologists. And he also is a very strong proponent of not being on social media, of tuning all of that out. And it seems that Lewandowski is kind of giving a similar advice to the youngsters, telling them, to stay mentally strong, because if they can do just that, then they can become, elite footballers. And I have to agree with the Polish striker. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.